Hey everybody, how's it going today? It's Joey. Super excited to bring you a new video today. Hope you've been enjoying the last couple of videos I did with the S Plus runs, with the Punisher, and with the Blacktail. But boy, have I got a video for you today. Oh my god. This was a challenge. I didn't know if I was going to do a no damage run or not. I was kind of thinking about it, but I hadn't really made up my mind. But here it is. I did a no damage run, and it was definitely a challenge. So if you're looking to challenge yourself, you know, this is the way to go to doing it. Holy smokes. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a very, very tough run and frustrating at times and crazy fun. It was just a lot of work. I would say the word of the day for this video and this run was careful. I still beat most of my old times because I was moving with a purpose, but yeah, I was definitely not messing around. News was off in the background. There was no distractions. Cats were locked out of the room. I mean, it was serious. You know, this was a serious undertaking. And yeah, there was a couple of parts that I thought were going to be really tough that were not. And there was a couple of parts that I didn't think were going to be tough that I was stuck on for a little bit. So I'll point those out in the video. And normally I do, like runs for newbies and stuff like that. But this definitely isn't a run for newbies. This is some tough stuff. So without any further delay, let's get into it. All right, everybody. How y'all feeling tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you, wherever you are. It's Friday night, and it's very, very nasty outside. It's raining sideways, very wet, very nasty, and what a great time to be making a fun video. So again, hopefully everybody had a super good holiday with family and friends, and I know we were happy to get home, and if you saw my last video, you know that we missed our flights, and we did get home okay, so that was a fun experience. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, just go back and watch my Blacktail video, and I go on in detail about it. And super glad to be home. We've been busy making music and getting ready to make some music videos. So we'll be focusing quite a bit on that here shortly. In the meantime, I was thinking of, well, what kind of a video do I want to make for Separate Ways? And basically I just thought around. I was thinking about doing a long play video, where we just basically let all the cutscenes play and you read through everything. I still may do that video. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. Probably one of the toughest things for me is, basically figuring out what video I want to make. Yeah, that's kind of been the challenge.
You have the means.
I've had a few good ideas and stuff. Making the Blacktail video and the Punisher video was very easy because those are fun guns to use, and it was very easy to put those together. Plus, I really see the value in putting something up like that because how much it can help new players that are trying to get their first S+. I'm not kidding you. I just am not kidding. The Punisher is the way to go for your first time getting S+ professional. There's no other way. I don't see any other way for a newbie to have an easy go at it. That gun is just way too OP, and as soon as you get better and stuff, then you want to move on to the Blacktail, which it takes a little bit more skill to use than the Punisher. And, then once you kind of get into shotguns and TMPs and everything else, then it's kind of a preference of sort of how you want to play the game. So, that's kind of been rolling around in my head as I think about, the next video that I want to do And I was thinking, you know, that long play video would be fun, but there's not much, you know, playing in it. You're doing a lot of sitting around, and my ADD just would be going crazy. It'd be very difficult for me to make that video because I just cannot sit through those cutscenes. Nothing against them, there's nothing wrong with them, but once I've seen them once, then I don't need to see them again. And especially when I'm trying to get a video done, you know, it takes quite a few hours to put together, you know, the gameplay for the video before you even touch a video editor. So much work goes into, you know, getting the game, getting the idea, getting the run. I'll typically run through the run once, sort of work out any bugs, decide all the strategies I want to use, kind of perfect some things here and there. You know, that's kind of my first run. So yeah, during that run is where I just get everything worked out. You know, I'll take notes and I'll, you know, figure out exactly how I want to approach things. And so basically I was kind of just sitting around saying what I wanted to make my video on. I thought about making a video on the TMP because the TMP is amazing and I love using it. And so I thought long and hard about doing a TMP video, which I still might. But while I was doing that, I've noticed that in some of my other videos and stuff, I typically, without even knowing it, have been doing no damage runs. I've been taking on very little damage. Like, I noticed that some of the games that I played, I had maybe only been hit like 3 times throughout the whole game. And I was like kind of looking at that saying, wow, I didn't realize that, you know, I was that careful. You know, I felt like I was kind of moving around like crazy and, you know, mixing it up and getting into some situations and stuff, which is fun. But I learned something crazy that, you know, I pretty much have been doing no damage runs without even thinking about it. So today I thought, well, let's just do it. Let's just make an effort. And I wasn't really all for no damage runs because I really didn't want to put the time into it. I didn't really have the time to put into it. I'm busy with other things, but I decided to see, well, let's just see how much cussing is involved. if I'm cussing every 5 minutes, okay, yeah, then no, we're probably not going to do that. Good God. I mean, I don't want to put myself through, you know, anything crazy, and I don't want to, you know, get burned out on the game doing something like that. So I was like, well, I think I'll try it. Let's just go through a few chapters and sort of see what's going on. It's crazy because your whole mindset changes. You know, like, I wouldn't care at all if I got dinged up a little bit or got bopped upside the head. I didn't really care. You know, the game gives you a lot of heals. You know, you're going to be fine. You know, I was just so surprised that most of my runs, I was literally just getting bopped upside the head like maybe 2 or 3 times max. So, like I said, I just said, well, let's do it. I had no plans on doing it, and I really look up to the guys that do it. I think that they're really good players. Most of them are on PC. I'm on PS5. That's a conversation I go into on every video. I think that the PS5 game is a lot harder. I would love to hear people's thoughts on that, on, you know, if they can think of any reason why the PlayStation is easier than the PC. Let me know in the comments, you know, what you think. I'm really interested in knowing. Pretty much every hardcore Resident Evil run that you'll see on YouTube is on a PC, so that's just food for thought. So I really didn't know if I was going to devote the time to doing the no damage run. And when I first got into it, I mean, like I said, I was having fun. It changes your mindset quite a bit. You get nerved out a lot more. And basically, in between the saves is where you're really, really going to be stressing. And you'll see that coming up here shortly. When you're far away from a save, it gets real nerve-wracking. You know, there's 10 saves in the game, and I still felt like, man, I would have been happy if I would have had 12. If I would have just had 2 more, I would have really had a easier go with this. But I think it's balanced pretty well. I think it's balanced pretty well with the gunpowder. I think it's balanced with the, you know, the fighting, the saves. I think everything's balanced really nice to do no damage runs on this. And it just is, it's, you know, you've got your muscle memory and you've got the way you do things and stuff, but nothing takes it to another level like no damage. You're really, really stressed out all the time. I mean, this was a stressful run for me, and I haven't had a stressful run on this in a long time. So there's that. Do I encourage people to do no damage runs? I would say if you have the time on your hands and you really want to challenge, then go for it. It does feel good to get it done. And I probably will do no damage runs on Leon's run as well, because I really don't get hit that much. I get hit by stupid people. I get hit by guys that are just kind of just standing there with an axe. You know, I mean, I make it through boss fights without getting popped upside the head. And then I'm just walking up, and then just some guy just smacks me with a flaming club. You know, those were the kind of hits that I was taking. So this is my first try at no damage. So hopefully you like the video. And if you can give me a like and a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I would just really love to get my little channel, you know, going. And the only way to do that is with engagement. YouTube really rewards engagement and stuff. And I'm never comfortable asking for it, because I just really, it's not the kind of person I am. I don't really, you know, want to ask for that and stuff. But on YouTube, it's just kind of reminding everybody out there, hey, it's something free to do. It only helps the creator just to make more videos. I like making videos. I normally make music videos, but I'm making more video game videos, and I'm really having a good time with it. And some of the comments and stuff have just been so much fun. I've really enjoyed talking to people about music. There's some guys on this channel that are just hardcore music guys. And I mean, you know, real deal music guys, you know, knowing artists and stuff like that, and been to a lot of shows and stuff. And to me, that's what it's all about. My life is all about music. It's music first, and then it's, you know, well, after family, you know, it's music first, then poker second, and then video games third. Those are kind of the things I do in life. I make a living doing those 3 things. I don't work a regular job like normal people. I don't, you know, live that kind of life. You know, I pretty much retired at a very young age. And so I'm my own boss, and I get to do what I want. As long as, you know, as long as I have the time for it. So whatever I want to make the time for, you know, I make the time for. And right now, I felt inspired by Resident Evil 4 because I love the original game, and I love this DLC. I say it every time, but you know, the $10 DLC is one of the best $10 I've ever spent in a video game environment ever. So Resident Evil 4, when it first came out, was so much fun. And then I went away and I played Destiny, you know, for probably, you know, 8 years or something like that. And then when I saw that they remade Resident Evil 4, I was like, oh, I'm just going to go get it. I'm not going to look up videos. I'm not going to research it. I'm not going to read reviews. Resident Evil has earned my money a long time ago. I don't need to check to see what other people say about the game before I buy it. No, they get my money because they have proven in my entire lifetime, Capcom has proven that they put out good games. Not all of them are incredible, like Resident Evil 4 in separate ways, but they're all good. I mean, they're all, ooh, that was close. And so yeah, I give them my money. I support them. I support... Me and this lady are really getting into it. Good God. She's like, hey, y'all. I'm here. You want to fight? Jeez, we really got into it. Yeah, I'm the kind of person that pays the money for things. When I first downloaded DaVinci Resolve and used it, coming over from Adobe Premiere, I fell in love with DaVinci Resolve. In every way, shape, or form, I fell in love with it. And even though the free version could have easily given me everything that I needed to get out of a video editor, I paid the $350 for the studio version or whatever it was, just to say thank you and support the company for being a good company in this world, for doing things right, for, you know, being helpful, not hurtful. So many companies in this lifetime and so many businesses are hurtful to people in so many ways that when a company comes along, such as DaVinci Resolve, then you pay them the money because it's right. And they didn't, you know, bend you over a barrel and make you pay them. No, they didn't. They gave you something very good for free. So that's the kind of person I am, and that's why I like Capcom. That's why I like Resident Evil. That's why I'll give them my money. They earned it many, many years ago. All right, so No Damage Run 2024. It is Friday, January 5th. And this is the first video that I made in 2024, and it was a challenge, and I'm really super excited to get the run done. It didn't take me as long as I thought. I really thought I was going to be laboring over it. It wasn't that way at all. And for the reason I said earlier, I've been doing no damage runs for quite a while. I would just get bopped upside the head once or twice and, you know, just roll with it. So here we go. We're coming up to the merchant, and this is the first decision that we have to make. And I would say to everybody out there, you know, the whole lead up to this was getting everything you could so you can have as much money as you could, so that we could get our sniper rifle the best we can. So we're going to get everything sold, and the only thing I'm worried about right now is this first black robe fight, which is one of the hardest fights in this whole game, and it's crazy because it's right off the bat. So sell everything that you can, and we're going to move on to leveling up our sniper rifle. We're going to buy the black case. That's the only thing we're going to spend our spinels on for right now.
Why not try your hand at a new gun, stranger? Welcome. What can I interest you in? Good as new.
All right, so get your knife fixed up, and then we're going to go all the way to 5 on our sniper rifle, and then just 2, 2, and 2 is all we had the money for. And we're going to pray. We're going to put our hands up to Jesus H. Christ, the man himself, and we're going to say, Lord, please help this sniper rifle to be enough. Because this guy, this black robe fight is a nightmare when you're this underleveled. All right, so we're going to get into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow from one of the speedrunner strats. And this is a great strat right here. Run right here to this corner, park it, try to get 3 headshots. And the third one should stun him. There you go. The third one stunned him, fourth one knocked him the fuck out. And then I'm just going to try to get him twice here. Just try to hit him twice. And then you've got to get out of there. And I find jumping over the fence works out pretty well. I got lucky right there. And just try to keep some distance. And, you know, you're going to miss. This is very stressful. It's palm sweaty, stressful. And just keep working him down. There we go. We got the stun. Pop him again. And then get a reload off. And we're going to want to get a flash grenade out. And that's going to give us a chance to hit him once. And then get a knife into him. Sometimes it's enough right here, but it wasn't for me for some reason. So I followed up with one more. So that's the sniper rifle on 5.
Okay. Now for the village chief's house.
Now we're just going to clean everything up. We're going for everything. We're mindful of the 2.5 hour time limit, and I wasn't really sure. I thought, honestly, that this... I've been averaging about 2 hours and 9 minutes for most of my runs. I thought for sure this run was going to be about 2 hours and 25 minutes, just because of how much more I was having to focus, how much more careful I was being. I kill way more enemies in this than I have before, just out of safety. So I thought that with all that said, my run was going to be a lot longer. Well, to my surprise, and I'm not sure how this wound up being this way, but this wound up being one of the fastest S Plus runs I've ever done. I was shocked to learn that. I'm not sure why that is that way. I don't know. So we pretty much run around and we grab everything in the early game. I normally get the small keys if you watch my videos. I'm a proponent of getting the small keys at all times, but not this run. I figured that the sniper rifle had to be leveled up all the way for me to make it through this game. And I felt that that was the critical step when I asked myself, and I said, what is my top line strategy for doing this? I said, for one, the house needs to be quiet. I need to do it when I'm home by myself. You know, because when the wife's here, I like to talk to her, and, you know, I get bopped upside the head. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do this when it's just me here. And the top line strategy that everything came second to was the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle had to be leveled up as high as possible, the first second possible, everywhere I went. So that means for the black robe, you just saw I wrecked the black robe with the sniper rifle. And right now I'm thinking about El Gigante, and I'm thinking about wrecking him as well. And right now I'm saying, yo, bro, I'm coming. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your big head. So yeah. And I bought the upgrade ticket for it as well. I got the 25 spindles together, and there's a little bit of fun with that coming up before the night room that we'll get into a little bit later. So stay tuned for that. So my whole mission right now is to only spend 2 spindles, maybe 2 more on gunpowder a little bit later if I feel like I can get away with it. But for the most part, I'm trying to get the upgrade ticket as fast as possible so that I have a chance to get this run done. And that was my top line strategy. The next line down was, well, just, yeah, make sure that the house is peaceful so that you can really focus. You're not having to pause every 5 minutes because something's going on you got to deal with. So make sure that it's quiet. And then the third thing is just
I bet they took him here.
Make sure to be safe and careful, because again, if you watch my videos, you know how much of a daydreamer I am, and I'm somebody that just, you know, spaces off and it gets me into trouble. So I just really wanted to focus. All right, so we're grabbing this red gem right here. Just beware, this guy's going to be right in your face. I love doing it this way because that guy shows up in an easier spot for me as opposed to him showing up right here. I don't like the 2 guys that show up right here. They're both gone now, so that's why I run that strategy right there. And then Grandma's going to want to hug. And then we're coming up on 2 guys that make me sweat every time. Ooh, I got the crow. Nice. These next 2 guys make me sweat every time. So I've just learned to stop right here. stop, pay attention to what's going on, and just shoot like crazy. Because in a no damage run, if one of those guys grabs you, it's over. And you're a long, long way from a save.
Looks like I gave them the slip.
So I'm feeling pretty good. But I still know I've got a ways to go before my save. This is going to be a common theme for this entire run, is sweating over your saves. And there's just really no other way around it. You can only save 10 times, so you have to be strategic.
I reserved some items just for you. My other customer doesn't know.
Alright, so I'm going to clear this out. I sometimes save and then clear it out, but this time I just decided to clear it out first. I don't kill this guy on the right, just duck under. He's going to hit that tripwire, and we're not killing the chainsaw twins, so he can run into that. You're going to hear it go off here in a second. Just backstabbing people right now. I backstab everybody I can, especially in this run. So that guy just blew up. He's now with the Lord. Alright, so we're just going to clean this area up. There's nobody else. It's just you and the rats. And as you can see, our inventory is getting pretty well filled up. Got a lot of resources, and we're doing good in that department. So we're going to come and we're going to sell everything we can.
Got some rare thing.
I really didn't have much to sell that I wanted to sell. I'm going to sell more to the next merchant. And for this whole time, make sure you're crafting rifle ammo. And make sure you got all your charms. But all the rifle ammo is going to help you with the giant. And we're going to do our first save right here.
Welcome, stranger.
Now we're going to sell everything.
Well done, stranger. Now, I'll go. Welcome. Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well,
Save your
our choice.
mixed herbs for when you can get a yellow one, because it's 10,000.
A deal well struck.
And I was looking at the gunpowder there. I really felt like I wanted it, but I'm like, no,
Dazzled
I'll pass for now. All right,
our craftsmanship.
give the sniper a little bit of an upgrade. And also, I'm thinking about the Gloria A Las Plagas. I'm thinking that far down the road. And that's why I upgraded the TMP a little bit. You know, just a little bit. So that I didn't have to upgrade it a lot at once. Because I want to focus on the sniper rifle. Not the TMP. But I need the TMP for Gloria. And so that's why I put a little bit into the TMP. Alright, so we saved. Looking back now, I probably could have skipped this save. But it's so far, you know, it's too far to go. I would just put the game down. If I died before the next save, where you get the golden egg,
Not good.
if I died anywhere near there or got hit there, I would have to restart all the way over. I just couldn't do it. So that's why I decided here whether I liked it or not. I wasn't really worried about getting hit right here.
Soul in sight.
As long as I'm paying attention, as long as I'm focusing, I wasn't too worried about it. But I just didn't want to do it out of safety precautions. So that's why I chose to save here.
Is this his frequency?
And you want to be careful with this guy on the stairs coming up. You know, he can hit you with an axe pretty easily. So what I do is with the TMP, and I'm trying to conserve rifle ammo because I'm thinking about the giant, but just tap him a couple times and just stun him, but get closer to him, because if he turns into a Plagas, you want to be able to get on top of him. He often turns into a Plagas, so I was right next to him when that happened, and then I was able to deal with this guy at the same time. So he could be a Plagas as well. That's why you don't want to be too far away from him, because then it's going to be an ammo suck. You're going to lose a lot of ammo, and those Plagas got so much range that, you know, wow, get down, bitch. Don't you be getting back up. So we're skipping the chainsaws, and we're going to do the move that the speedrunners do. And, you know, it's a gamble, because sometimes she can hit you out of nowhere and you don't know why. But I've had a lot of success doing it this way, and so I just keep doing it. If I'm really worried about it, and I'm surprised I didn't do it on this because I'm being much more careful, throw a flash grenade at the chainsaw lady and she'll be stuck there for the whole time and you'll easily get out of there. But I didn't. I voted against doing that because I really want that flash grenade for the giant. That's plain and simple. That's why. You have to be constantly thinking ahead in this game. Where's my ammo at? What do I need? What do I want? What will make this easier? I've already thought, you know, 2 steps down the road towards Gloria A Las Plagas, even with the things I'm doing right now. So wait to talk to the merchant, and let's get into a little bit of a fight. I think this is going to be about a 5v1 fight right here. But this is the power of the sniper rifle. As long as you can get lucky and hit your shots, you're going to be all right.
Here we go.
It's just when they're running up on you, it gets very stressful. And watch out for the archer. He wanted to tag me right there. And I don't know how he's tanking all these shots, but he just is. He's the best, you know.
Bring me a challenge.
It's LeBron James right there. All right, so we got everybody cleared out. Now we're going to loot this place out before we go see the merchant. Grab these 2 boxes right here and then go right back to the merchant. Here is your last chance to get set up for the giant. There's no coming back. I actually wanted to grab the flash grenade because I was thinking about it. Sometimes I walk right by it. I don't know why. And then always remember, if you need to do anything in your storage, to, you know, do it at the typewriter so it doesn't count against your time. I'll typically stop by and I'll look at everything and, you know, figure out what all I want to do. Right now I need sniper bullets. That's the biggie. Alright, we're in for a little bit of a payday here. Always repair the knife. That's the first thing I always do. And right here, I'm like, what do I want more? I said, okay, I'll settle for these 2 things. I really want to load 5 rounds at once. That was the biggie. And I think that's about all we can do. So, but be sure to keep focused. It's easy to start daydreaming right about now. But don't sleep on these guys coming up. There's going to be a grandma and a grandpa, and you don't want to sleep on them because they're both probably going to be Plagas. And so I kind of just wait right here, try to take out grandma, spend the sniper shot, and then grandpa's going to be running up, and he's got pretty good aim. He's definitely going to be a Plagas, I can tell. So I want to make sure I can kind of get close to him. Alright. Moving on. Be sure to get the antique pipe right here. And then, again, keep focus. This next part, these guys can tag you very easily. Because you just start running around looting, and you're not really thinking about anything. You know, it's like, oh, I just feel like Pac-Man here, just running around. Just stay focused. These ladies can run. Right here. I wonder what no me hordes means. I hear him say that all the time, but I don't speak Spanish. So if there's anybody out there that, you know, speaks Spanish, let me know what these guys are saying. And no me hordes. What does that mean? Also, sometimes they call me a cabron. What is a cabron? I must know. Yeah, be careful with this guy too. You can forget about him very easily. I thought he was going to be a Plagas. Don't forget the green herb. Hopefully I already got it. Nope, I remembered. Alright, so just keep moving forward. We're doing good on time. We're doing good on ammo. I feel like I'm ready for the giant. Got lots of resources, but I don't got a lot of gunpowder. And my case has been full for quite a while. And it's going to be full until we get to the merchant before the fish under the bridge. So I just kind of deal with it. I don't like to upgrade my case until I get done with all that shit. With all the Navisadors in the water, that's when I upgrade my case. But with that said, you know, I got to do a lot of shuffling around. It's not the greatest, it's not ideal, but, you know, looking back now, I finished this run with so much money, it was sickening. So I think I probably could have upgraded the case one time. And if I do this run again, I'll probably do that. I'll probably get the 8x12 earlier. So first thing I do is I hit him with the TMP before I get up on the roof. And then I just try to get his little Plagas to show up. And it's so hard to hit. He's squirming around so much. Just keep focusing. Don't stay on the ledges of the house. Stay in the middle because you'll get tagged by the axe guys. And then all I did was I jumped over to the other roof just to reload. That was it. And I'll do that. When it's time to reload, I head to the other roof. Alright, so tap him once. Do the knife attack. And we've got some grenades, and I'm going to use them. Because I don't like messing around with this guy. He's a tank, and he's going to get grenades for a little bit. I don't care if I hit him in his Plagas or if I hit him in the head. I don't care. He gets another grenade. And actually, I'm a little too far to the left. I'm actually not safe. So, he gets another grenade. I don't care. He's getting them all. Grenades are pretty much worthless in this game. So I have to reload. So I immediately switch over to the next house. And then I'll reload. And then by the time he's heading back over, I may tap him once or twice. He's going to throw a rock, so I'm out of there. This is no damage run, son. No damage. I'm not taking any damage. You can take those rocks and shove them. Alright, so he's down again. Tap him. And that's it. I'm glad that's over. That was kind of stressful. But here we are again. You know, now we've got a little ways to go before our next save. So it's back to being careful. It's no more thinking about music. No more thinking about anything but the game. Because it's times like this where I do something stupid and I get hit by some random guy with an axe. And that's not going to happen to me today. I am all in today.
What would I do without you?
Be parasite food.
We've got a 4 or 5v1 coming up here in a second. Normally, I can run past these guys at about 100% success rate, but I wasn't going to do it on this run. No way. I'm going to fight every one of them because I'm being careful. Loving the sniper. Yeah, these plagas are the ones not to mess with. They're one shot. And there's 2 of them on me. And I was worried that they were going to throw up on me too. That was my biggest fear right now, is that I was going to get thrown up on. Get out the way, dude. Got to regroup, back up. Oh my God. That was almost my run right there. All right, I'm going to speed it up a little bit because there's not much to see here. Everybody's welcome.
We can go back up this way.
I sped up a few parts in this video just because of my ADD. So whenever it's running person simulator, I will typically speed it up. And that's just for your guys' benefit. See, I take the time to make these videos. I want it to be a pleasurable experience. So with that said, you know, if you could help out with the like and a sub, I would really, really appreciate it. For all the reasons I said before, if you didn't hear those, just, you know, it's hard for me to ask, but I try to do it anyways, just to make sure I say something. Because it's easy just to kind of get into watching the video and, you know, so just take a second and hit that and help me out with some engagement so YouTube will share the video out. And I definitely am putting in the time to make these videos to be enjoyable as possible, to flow really well. You know, we use excellent mics. You know, we use great software. We got everything going. We're set up well to make a video. So if I could get a like or a sub for that, I totally appreciate it. And hopefully you guys will hang around for the ride for as long as I want to do this. Again, music fans, poker fans, all those things. I want to hear from you. And especially Resident Evil fans. Definitely Resident Evil fans. Honestly, I'm just trying to get my channel going on before Grand Theft Auto comes out, because I'm gonna do videos on that as well. So I wanted to kind of work out my system and everything before that comes out, so you're kind of along for the ride.
Got some rare things on sale.
And hopefully, you know, I'll get some long-time followers who will follow me to Grand Theft Auto when it comes out. That's a little hint of what's to come. I'll always be doing Resident Evil, no doubt about it. But I will focus on other games, such as, you know, Fallouts, Skyrims, and, you know, Grand Theft Autos. But for the most part, it's Grand Theft Auto that I'm going to be, you know, getting ready to run. Alright, so be sure to buy the flash grenade. You need that. And look at all those large resources. Man, I'm so happy right now.
That cash in your pocket or your life. Easy choice, mate.
I'm just getting rid of the dots.
How have we procured these curiosities? You don't want to know, mate.
So I'm kind of thinking right now about what I should be doing. And I may just do some ammo right here just to kind of see where I'm at. And I don't have any flash grenades, so that kind of tripped me out right there. I guarantee you, I was like, oh shit. And so that was why I kind of came back here. And then this sort of started a debacle. I felt like I had to have that gunpowder. So I spent 2 spinels on that. And I was like telling myself, you know, Jesus, if you're listening right now, please don't punish me for what I have just done. Lord, I beg you, do not punish me. When it comes time to upgrade the sniper, I don't want to wait. I want to do it the second, you know, the first second that I can.
How elaborate.
So right about now, I'm getting prepared for the night room. And I know that for the way that I'm going to have to do the night room, because I'm on console, and I'm going to be using the TMP, I need flash grenades, and I need a lot of them. I'd be happy if I had 4 of them. I'd be very happy. And I would probably blow them all in that one spot. So this is going to be a challenge for me because I struggle in the night room, you know, a little bit. I got to have a lot of submachine ammo, and I need to have a lot of flash grenades. So you'll see that's what I'm working my way up to right now. And also because I got the 2 gunpowders from the merchant, right now I'm stressing over that. I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass and stuff, especially seeing all this gunpowder that I'm getting, you know, saying, dude, you made a mistake. Because you're not going to have enough spindles to upgrade the sniper. But since I spent 2 of them, there's 2 nights at the beginning of the night room that I always just run past. But on this run, I said I gotta kill him. There's no way around it. I have to spend the time to kill them. Just to be safe. Alright, we're coming up to our next save, and man, do I feel good about finally saving. Because the second that you save, you know, you've locked in all that work. Everything you've done, you've locked it in. And just a little bit of a content creator problem. Your biggest nightmare is locking everything in and then seeing that you didn't record. That's... If there's any content creators out there that can feel my pain, let me know. Because that's terrible when that happens, especially when you had a good run. But I'm all in. I'm focused. I'm not messing around. You know, we're all in here. In poker, that's what you say when you're when you're praying to Jesus. So I'm killing these guys. And actually that got a little bit dicey right there. This is where you got to put on your big kid pants.
Looks like
And next thing I had to do was I had to run down to the bottom and spawn this next armor. See? You just heard him? Because I want that spinel. So now I'm going to fight him. I never fight these guys. All three of these guys, never. I never waste the time. But we're not playing around. You know, this is... Oh my god. Just watching this back, man, is stressful. Just stressing me the fuck out. God. Alright, so we got 3 spinels right there that are going to be good to have. Now, the TMP and the flash grenades is going to do all of our work right here. And I don't care. I see some guys that want to, you know, get 3 armors, you know, removed before they throw a flash. No way. If I get one of them removed, I flash. Because it flashes the archers too. And that's huge. You got to flash the archers, man. They're your problem, really. These guys are no problem at all. You know, you can work around them. It's those archers that are the problem. So you flash right here. And actually, I got tagged right there, but it was just a bump. It didn't count against my damage, which was amazing. I was so happy about that. So there we go. I just flashed the archers and I killed an armor at the same time. So here's another one. I'm going to try to go for one more if I can. If I could get that guy easily, I would have, but I couldn't. So I had to run back here. I'm not in a good position right now, but I did take one of them out. So now it's a 2v1, 4v1 if you count the snipers. So 2v1, and I just was happy to kick because it kicked the other guy way back, if you can see that. And then I was like, damn, snipe the face. And it still didn't work. And then by the time I got over there, I thought I was too late. And then this guy came over, and I got lucky to get away. But still, we're not out of the woods yet. I'm running low on TMP. So the sniper is super buff. Why is it not killing this guy? Thank God. So happy. And now you're going to see a very cautious me, like right here, taking it very easy. Because to finish this with no damage, and then to get tapped by one of these fools, is the worst. It's the walk of shame. It is the biggest walk of shame. And trust me, it's happened to me several times. So now I'm looking for all the spinels I can get. I ain't leaving one behind. I need them all. I think I even checked my map just to make sure. Take one more look around. Okay, I'm being a little obsessive compulsive right now. But that's what this no damage run does to you. Okay, now for the tough part. As if that part wasn't tough enough, you have another part coming up, which is Gloria A Las Plagas. I need to upgrade the TMP, so I hope I have some money. The TMP on a low level will not take down Gloria. And I needed to take him down quick. If he gets away from us, I'm guaranteed to take some damage. And I'm also guaranteed to lose a lot of my ammo, which those two things ain't going to happen. And I'm a long ways away from my next save. If I had another save, it would be right here was where I would use it. But man, I couldn't do it. I couldn't save right here. This is where you really got to man up. You know, big kid pants all the way, because this is dicey. So I got 13,000. I'm just going to blow it on the snipe. Of course, it goes without saying that you've got to loot everything before moving on, because you need all the ammo you can get. I don't remember if I had a grenade here, but I like to grenade the crows for more resources. I don't think I had a grenade, though. We'll see. I don't have a grenade. So I'm just going to have to try to just shoot a couple of them. It's not a big deal. I would have loved to have had a grenade, though. That's all I'm going to get. Alright, Gloria. Let's do this shit. You and me, bro. Making sure everything's reloaded.
Couldn't just let me through, could you?
I'm gonna flash. Snipe. Snipe again. Knife. And then unload the TMP until his light goes out. There, it's out. Get out of there. And now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this so safe. I tell the newbies to play it this way too, although when I'm playing, I don't do it this way. I fight everybody right there, right where I'm at. But I don't know. There's no way. I'm going up here. This is a way better spot to fight everyone. I was just making sure that nobody was behind me, because there is sometimes a guy right here. Get a reload. Reload. Oh, I've only got one shot left anyway, so that's what I was doing. I was looking for ammo, and I did. I found 4 of them, but I'm not gonna have it in time. It's gonna have to be the TMP, and I was glad I upgraded it a little bit. And kicking is great because it helps to take out 2 of them at once. And it'll stun them. And I could hear somebody, and then I saw this and I was like, oh shit. I wasn't expecting this Plagas to be there. It just kind of caught me by surprise. Plus it was in the middle of puking too. So that was even worse. I was like, shit, what kind of range do you got with that puke, man? God. And right about now, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty relieved. I got to get pretty much everything out of this maze because I got to recover all my resources. We went through a lot in, I think, the last 10 minutes.
Finally. Glad that's over.
So just clear everything out, get everything. The moment I've been waiting for is about to happen. I'm about to see the merchant. On a normal S plus run, I would never walk backwards to go see this merchant. But on this run, you're damn right. I walked back because I wanted to buy the upgrade ticket for the sniper rifle right now. No more waiting. I gotta have it now. If I have any chance of getting this run done, I have to have that. We're just doing some cleanup, getting some medallions. Nope, you got to go back. Yep. And I thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing new year. My new year's been fabulous. Aside from playing stuff and getting behind and not making it to my flight, but it all ended well. I got home easily. Alright, it should be the last one. And with that, I'm celebrating. I just got a few more pickups to get, and I'll be out of here. Thank you all for hanging out again. Pretty soon we'll be seeing the merchant. We're going to sell most of this stuff. We don't need fish. And we'll be getting rid of some of the healing stuff too, because we obviously don't need any of that. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, walking back to the merchant is never fun. In an S+, you usually don't want to do this. You want to keep just moving forward.
I see you took good stuff, stranger. What can I interest
All right, I have exactly 25 spinels, so I had to kill all 3
So,
of those jokers,
given a shine.
all 3 of those knights.
Give us a shout when you want to tune it up.
I'm so glad I went and killed that last one, because I didn't want to. I didn't want to waste the time. I was like, man, I better just do it. So glad I did it, because I didn't have any spinels to spare. I needed 25. I had exactly 25. And that's because I bought the gunpowder for 2 spinels earlier. So I'm very thankful I didn't get punished. Resident Evil has a very strange way of punishing you.
Far now.
And to all my friends out there that play this game at a high level, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And believe it or not, even after everything we've gone through and everything we've done, we are still a ways away from a save.
That's right.
I forgot to sell the fish
I still have
because
some unfinished business.
in most of my runs, I keep them for heals. It'll occur to me sooner or later. So I'm still a long way away from a save. So I still have to be careful. And believe me, there's some guys in here that give me trouble. That one never gives me trouble. But these next 3 definitely do. I'm skipping some things here too, because I feel pretty good. My box is full. And it was his pole stuck out of the wall. But my box is full, and I feel pretty good about everything that I have. So I'm skipping a few things here and there. But we're going to get these, and I'm glad I could make a flash. I'm going to have to get rid of something. I'm not going to leave those resources behind. Yep, I should have sold that earlier. Don't do what I did. Keep your head in the game. And make sure that you sell your heals. There is no reason why those should be in my box right now. No reason at all. That's a total rookie move. You know, be mindful of that when you're doing your runs. Out the way, fool. And guess what? I'm still a ways away from my save. This is why this is no joke. I can't emphasize enough about how stressful it is, thanks to the saves. But all we can do is just keep on keeping on. We're about to finish this chapter, which is nice.
Production room.
It's kind of a long chapter right here. With that said, though, I think the next chapter is even longer. I have to look at the time, but I think it is.
Always has the ember. I know
This was
they-
probably my least favorite chapter when this first came out, but I've grown to like it. So it's kind of funny how that worked out. I don't know what happened or what changed. I think because I kind of know my way around now. At first, I didn't know my way around, so it kind of annoyed me. So here's a spot that I skip right now. I'm not going to get those barrels right in front of me right there. Forget it.
Footprints.
I'm full.
Must have gone
I got a lot of money too. So I would have went straight if I would have wanted those barrels, but I'm going to go to the left. Now these guys can be a problem. If you don't run, you can have an issue with this guy. And then for people who have seen my videos before, these guys mess with me all the time. So I get back now. And look, they don't even burn. That guy walked right by it. So you know what? We're going to fight it out, you guys. Let's do this. Come on, bro. There you go. There you go. How about a kick to the face? Knock your little buddy out, too. And right here, watch what happens. He's left-handed. That was very, very unsafe on my part for letting that happen. He could have easily tagged me with that axe because he was left-handed. So be mindful of these things. Be sure to watch out. What hand do they have their axe in? You know, he had a total angle on me, and I'm surprised I didn't get punished.
Down we go.
But for whatever reason, those guys mess with me every time. I can count on it. All right, don't forget the velvet blue. And we're going to have to spend some sniper shots. And also, we are still a long ways from a save, if you can imagine that.
It's not a sign of things to come.
I am even more stressed right now getting into this part because I know I'm getting close. Don't let anything happen right now. And you're going to see here shortly, the wheels almost came off the car.
Here we go.
Wow, I wanted to hit that.
Here. Catch.
It's hard on console, man. Hitting your shots on console is tough. All right, so I something told me to run, you know, to save as soon as possible, but I'm like, no, just save where you normally do. Don't screw anything up. So I was kind of fighting with myself right here. I was saying, no, just run forward and go left. Save now. Lock in everything. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I said, no, it's time to step up. It's time to be a man. It's time to get the pep talk from the greatest NFL coaches on earth. They're pep talking you right now, saying, bro, you're going to do it. Just focus. And so I am. I'm being safe. Love this sniper rifle right now. And then I'm going to try to get a line on this guy right here. Damn. All right, what you're about to witness is some bullshit and some luck. What you're about to see is pretty epic coming up here, especially knowing that I've covered the night room, Gloria A Las Plagas, and all this bullshit without taking any damage. And right now I'm feeling pretty good because I've never had any trouble with these guys coming up in my life, except for this time. This is the first time they woke up and took me on. Wait till you see this next minute or two. This guy. I try to hide behind the bar. And then I'm hiding behind the bar again. Okay. This guy. Luck. Luck. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. Right there. The Resident Evil gods are smiling on me right now. That should have been a hit. But it hit the bar right in front of me. Just think of how far back I would have had to have gone. I would have like been rage quitting right now. Rage quitting. Seriously. Just like any of you would. You would rage quit too. And at this point, I'm like, just walk up that ladder. Your save is right up that ladder. That's all you have to do. Just go up that ladder. No, no. Not today. I'm a man. And then I go to take on this guy. He has never given me a problem in my life. Until today. Oh my god. So lucky.
Lights out.
Wow. Just watching that back. It's pretty epic. Right about this time, I'm trying to settle myself down. Because that was a pretty crazy minute right there. I pretty much used up all my luck in that part of this run. All my luck is gone. Well, we'll see. Maybe not. I don't remember getting too lucky, though. Everything else is pretty much, you know, pretty much straight ahead. I'm like, God, get me to my save. And I'm feeling pretty good. There shouldn't be anybody in my way right now. It should be a straight shot. Normally, I'll drop down and I'll take these guys out on the right before I save so I don't have to do it every stinking time. But I'm like, no, no, no. We're getting out of here. I think right about this time, I got to get rid of some of the stuff out of my box. We got a lot to do with this merchant. We're going to sell everything. We should have gems for everything. We're about to get paid. So everybody join with me in a big hallelujah. All right, we're getting ready for all this cash.
Welcome, stranger. Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's...
It looks like I'm selling some of my handgun ammo. I should have just sold it all because the handgun's got to go. I don't need it anymore. In fact, I kept it around for a long time and I don't even know why. I don't need it.
I'll buy it at a high price.
209K.
Yours, stranger. I don't always have this.
We're
in
going
stock,
shopping
stranger.
right now. Finally, I can get the big case. We are not buying the rocket launcher today. My whole goal in mind was to upgrade the sniper rifle. And in order to do that, you cannot buy the first rocket launcher. So I wanted my weapons to be upgraded as possible. And in order to do that, I was not able to buy the rocket launcher, nor did I want to buy it. So now we had enough money to upgrade the sniper rifle, the knife, and the TMP. And to tell you the truth, that's way more valuable than a rocket launcher. Yeah, we got to fight the Black Robe straight up. Yeah, we do. I don't like to. I'd rather just shoot it in the face with a rocket launcher. But no, not today. This is a different game. This is not a newbie game. We're going to fight that thing straight up. All right, we're getting ready for Dos Garridoros. Don't kill the guy on your right. He's just a Plagas. He's just going to be a time suck. And you just saved, so you don't have anything to worry about right now. You can play a little loose. It feels good to be able to do that because, man, I mean, I was stressing over that last save. As time goes on, I'll look for a way to make that a little bit easier because that was a little bit unnecessary. The pain that I had to endure. All right, so we got some flash grenades. That's going to be very important for this next part. I'm going to flash until I kill him. These guys are tough, man. This is a spot that I was really worried about.
Thanks for the directions, Luis.
Loot everything you can. Make sure you have enough to do this. Make sure you have enough snipes and enough flashbangs. Snipe them. You just want to try to get one of them out. Looks like I missed right there, which sucked. Get a flash out. Try to take this dude down. There you go. Got him. Now the other guy's waiting around the corner. Or actually I was hoping that I was done. So now I got to run back here. It's probably going to cost me an extra flashbang. Yep. And I threw the flash off to the left, so hoping it would get the other guys that were out there as well. So there we go. I took him out. I did something very dumb right here. I took my eyes off of that guy waiting for that gate to open. That was very, very dumb. Never turn your back on these fools. Love the crossbow for this reason right here. All right, thank God that's over. That part can be a serious nightmare. Normally I get it a little bit easier than that. I've killed both of them right off the bat many, many times, but you got to have a little bit of luck involved on the console. If I was on a PC, I would just snipe the shit out of them and not miss a shot. But we're not. Oh, and thank God we're able to go to this next merchant. And I'll be able to save again. So we're going to lock all that in. So it's super nice. I don't have to buy a rocket launcher. I don't have to stress about it. I'm going into this game knowing that I'm going to fight the Black Robe straight up. So I've known this the whole time. And, you know, I've got all my weapons looking good. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. This is awesome. And I'm so thankful to have all my guns leveled up to this level this early in the game. It's going to make everything that much easier going forward. So now I can start spending spinels on just treasure. I don't need anything else. I used to buy the Ada Wong charm, but I don't anymore because the crossbow does a better job of removing the shields any day of the week. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. Some people swear by the Ada charm. I swear against it. I'm more crossbow because crossbow helps you in a lot of other areas as well. Not with the Ada charm, you have to have a shield. crossbow, you can just blow dudes away.
Hope to see you again
So
soon.
this is a challenge. This boss fight is no joke. I'm pretty much going to do it the same way I did it the first day I did this. I beat this boss on hardcore day one doing the strat that I'm going to show you. It's never changed.
Welcome, stranger. Wield it.
But with that said, I never fight this boss. I always rocket launcher. You know, time's more important to me. And I always have a lot of money to get by with. So I always buy it. Except for today. So the first part of our strat is going to be, we're just going to crossbow him just to knock him back. I doubt the crossbow does any real damage to this guy, but what it does do is it stuns him and it knocks him backwards. So that's all we want to do, is just get some distance so that we could snipe his face off. So I like to hit him about 3 or 4 times with the crossbow if I can. And that's a good distance right there. I'm liking that right there. So then I'm just going to just try to hit my shots. Got the stun. Evade. And then as soon as he comes up with that attack, I run and I reload my crossbow. And I try to knock him back again. Try to give him a couple more shots. And then I'm going to try to snipe him again now that he's further back. This attack isn't that bad when he's far away.
My turn.
Now I'm out of rounds, and now I'm like, shit. I'm going to have to flash his ass. And I'm going to heavy nade him, because that's just really all I had. And then I just had to just take him down with the TMP. And thankfully, he went down. But that was a fight, man. That was a serious fight. No joke. And right now, I need sniper rounds. And looks like I got 4 of them. And I got a large resource, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be trying to craft some snipes. Yep. I did not get a bonus, which was unfortunate. I was hoping I would. And we've got part 2 of this fight to go, so we're not out of the woods yet. And, you know, while I do have a save not that far back, I don't want to repeat this shit over again. I just want to get it over with and get it done. So get your flashbang in your hand.
Not exactly.
As soon as he pops up, give it to him. And then I missed a couple of my shots to start out with, which sucked. You got to hit everyone. But I think the sniper's so powerful that it was still enough to take him down. So give him a grenade while he's on the ground. Give him a knife attack. And then I've got 7 rounds left. I think that's going to be enough. With this sniper being as strong as it is, that should be enough. But I'm going to give him another flash.
Had enough?
There it is. And thank God he missed me with that attack. As long as you don't move around, you know, you can usually dodge that attack. As long as you aren't going crazy side to side. So, thank God that's over with. I was kind of worried about that part. And I'm going to speed it up a little bit just to be kind to you folks. Not much going on right here, but a lot of Ada running. So you can't lose your focus yet. You still got to focus. We got another part coming up where you just want to, you know, it's not hard, but they can catch you sleeping. So don't let that happen. And thank you again for checking out this video and for watching. You know, it's a lot of voiceovers right here, so the voice is kind of going out. My voice is kind of scratchy to begin with, but after doing a video like this, it really gets scratchy. So if you can help out with the like and the subscribe, I'd appreciate it so much. Make it all worth it for me. Every single like and subscribe is appreciated. I get back to everybody in the comments as well. You know, try to give back thoughtful answers and provide feedback if somebody has a question on why I did something a certain way. You know, I always try to be thoughtful, and, you know, I'm always going to be kind about it. I like to be nice. Don't like to criticize people. Don't like to be a troll. And I don't like it when people are kind of that way to me. If you know a way I could do something better or easier, you know, I'm all ears. You know, I'd love to hear it, but just, you know, be kind about it. You know, some people can't really do that, and it's a shame. All right, so we got another running part to go, and just don't stop. I can't tell you how many times when the game first came out I got stuck right there fighting all those people. And we're coming up on our next save, thankfully. So this is going to lock in the Black Robe fight, so thankfully we won't have to do that again. There's not really much to buy or sell right here. I do have 40k. And any spindles that we come up with from here on out can just be used for whatever you want. You don't need anything anymore as far as spindles are concerned. Now we're just upgrading our weapons just to make this last run, you know, a little bit easier. All right, this next part's not too incredibly hard. Be sure to save. And we should get through this next part pretty easily. It is very easy to take stupid damage right here. And there's a part coming up that I'll show you where I always have a little bit of issues. Again, it's just like there's these 3 or 4 parts in the game that always irritate me. They catch me sleeping. You'll see. Just backstab these guys. There's going to be a lady chasing you, but you don't need to fight her. Now we don't have the Ada charm, but we've got the crossbow, which is better. Sometimes it'll just level the guy. I TMP this dude. TMP this dude a bunch. And then as soon as I get up here, I'll take a look on the right. If I feel it, yeah, he wasn't aiming down sights, so I decided to take him. And then I got these boxes. But if he would have been aiming down sights, I wouldn't have gone for those boxes. I would have just went left. And I think this was pretty much, it might be one of the last merchant requests that I do. I skipped one coming up here because I just didn't need it. It wasn't worth the time. And I had so much stuff, so I didn't even bother. You'll see. Alright, get these guys pounded into the ground. There you go. Sometimes that lady will follow you. I don't know where she went. She must have just stayed back there. Sometimes she'll be the third one. Alright, gonna snipe a couple faces. This next section can go a lot of different ways. You just have to react to what they do.
Lights out.
They didn't give me too much grief as far as what I remember. I don't remember exactly what happened. I'm now watching it back. but I don't remember this part causing me too much grief. I do like the crossbow right here. I'm going to use it a little bit. I've got 9 arrows. Going to use one of them right there. And it didn't level that guy. Sometimes it does. I don't want to push up too far because there'll be a guy that'll come and flank me from behind. I don't want to push up until I'm ready to run. And I should have been looking back behind me to make sure that he wasn't already spawned in. I'm surprised I'm not doing that. I'm just like, all right, fuck it. I'm actually really lucky that that guy didn't flank me. Gonna hit this barrel. Gonna hit that barrel. And then now I'm just gonna, you know, go into stun mode. See, he's coming on me now. I saw him. I'm surprised I went for that box right there. I was feeling it. And then just stop that guy. Don't. Oh, got lucky. You don't want to kill those guys up top because it'll turn into one of those one-shot plagas. Alright, gonna speed it up a little bit. These 2 guys right here can cause me problems. So I use the crossbow on him now and just delete him. And that guy's just vaporized. So I don't like taking my chances with them for whatever reason. They mess with me. So they got vaporized. You can see I'm being very careful. Alright, and that's that chapter done. I feel like I'm on my way to the finish line right now. Every time I hear that boat start up, I think of my Harley that I used to have. I had a few Harleys and loved riding my motorcycle around, but I just couldn't do it anymore because people do not look out for motorcycle riders. It's too dangerous. If nobody else was on the freeways, I would ride my bike everywhere. Even in the rain, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd ride it all over the place. But nobody looks out for you. Nobody sees you. And it's very dangerous. And when you're riding a motorcycle, and if any of my motorcycle riding friends are out there, you know, from riding a motorcycle, you develop like a sixth sense. You develop a sixth sense when driving where you can predict what people are going to do before they do it. You get very good at watching people driving saying, you know what? I bet you that car is going to change lanes right there and not signal. Or I bet you that car is going to stop. Or I bet you that car is not going to see me. It's so crazy. It's very valuable to have that, you know, that way of thinking that you learn from riding a motorcycle. So if any of my motorcycle friends are out there, you know, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. I'm thankful I have it. It's a gift, you know, now because it helps me driving my car too. You know, I see accidents coming before they even happen and I can avoid them thanks to riding a motorcycle, because when you're on a motorcycle, you know, you're fighting for your life. You know, if you get tagged on the freeway, you know, you're going to be dead. And also one time a guy's tire flew off and barely missed me, like skimmed my left arm. The tire flew off and doing about 80 on the freeway. So I'm thankful to be here, because if that would have hit me in my head, would have took my head clean off. So, you know, I'm pretty lucky to even be alive, to tell you the truth. And then another time I was on the freeway and a ladder flew out of a guy's work truck onto the freeway and started bouncing and like spinning and almost took me out. Barely missed me. So I'm very thankful to be alive. I could have been killed a couple times. So I quit riding motorcycles. Plus, I'm a professional musician, and if I break my wrists or break my hands, I'm screwed. I have to be able to play music, and I need all my fingers and all my bones to not be broken.
Here, catch.
That was the worst grenade on earth. Alright, lucky to get a kick in there. These guys are tough, man. This is a fully upgraded TMP. Fully upgraded. And look at how it's struggling with these two guys. I mean, yeah, I'm shooting them in the legs. You know, because I'm trying to stun them, I'm trying to get a kick in on them. If you aim for their heads, you're just going to get plagas.
Should be just up ahead. But getting through won't be easy.
Alright, we're coming up on the part that gave me the most trouble out of the whole run. But we're just going to be flashing and running through this part.
Things unsaid, stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. Pleasure. Now, welcome. Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, a deal well struck. This kind of work is about finesse.
Working on the knife now.
Little bit goes a long way.
I feel like I want to upgrade the TMP, so
A deal well.
I wanted to finish it off. So there we go.
Is a top pleasant travels.
This TMP is in good shape. Alright, be sure to save your game and get ready to run. Just juke this guy. Get your flash grenade ready. Gonna need another one. Wait for that door to open. As soon as you see it open, then get the flash out. And then, you know, do the grapple so that you can fly forward. All right.
Don't die.
We're not going to loot anything outside. I don't feel like I need anything. I'm just trying to, you know, make up some time. I'm also not going to do this Beatles quest either. I don't feel like I need it. It's not worth it. We're doing no damage here, so I'm trying to be safe. When you're overwhelmed with money and with weapons that are way OP, you don't want to mess with that stuff. It's more important not to get hit. And this section was a little bit of a pain for me. All of my other runs, I get all the merchant requests done. This is the first one that I haven't done that. And, you know, for the obvious reason, I just, you know, trying to be safe and, you know, I want to get this goal done. And these are generators. They can juke you and they can, you know, make a mess out of you. So it's best not to mess with them if you don't have to. If you need spinnels, then yeah, you got to do it. But if you don't, like me, then skip it. I'm really worried about the part coming up. And it's the Regenerator and the Iron Maiden. The Iron Maiden is my biggest fear right now. Normally I just run right by it and let it hit me a couple times and I take a little bit of damage. But when I noticed, when looking back at my runs, that was one of the only parts I was taking any damage. So I was like, shit. All right, I'm going to do the no damage run. Might as well. I've already been doing it for a long period of time. I just haven't gotten credit for it. until now. But that involves this Iron Maiden, and I was worried. And if you do this run, no damage run, this part's going to mess with you. I guarantee it. And to me, this was the hardest part of the run, by far. You want to hit this first shot, otherwise the regenerator starts going ape shit on you. And I missed. I was close. I tried to scoot over 1 inch too far. This should have been the end of it, but the damn door shut, allowing him to freak out and start running at me again. So right there, that sucked. As soon as that happens, you got to get out of there. And if you... So... Yeah, I should have been able to get it right there. And right there. And then it gets back up. And I shouldn't have even taken that last shot. I should have just left. So as soon as you run out here, it's going to reset. I should have just sniped his ass right there. Now I got to go back and start over. But that's okay. I've got a lot of time. Safety is more important. And I can't believe it's giving me this much trouble. And then I just shot him so many times that he finally died. That was the most trouble that guy gave me. Now for the hard part. At first I was just trying to take him down right here. But then he started running like crazy and I was like, shit, I gotta get out. Oh, and almost got me right there. And I try to just hang out here. And he's so fast that I got lucky and it didn't hit me. And at this point, I'm just running my ass off. No way I'm going to repeat this again. I'm not looting nothing. I don't want nothing. And in fact, normally you can wait for the music to stop and you can hop back down. I said, fuck it. I don't want anything. I want out of here. That took me a couple tries. So I was not going to get anything. And honestly, I don't need any more loot.
Warm welcome. Came into some other people.
This merchant right here is pretty much worthless. I'm surprised I even stopped. Normally I don't. I just skip this one.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. That's good. Pleasant travels.
All right, we're in good shape. We got some good ammo. Got lots of resources. I should have sold my herbs while I was there. I'm not used to selling those things, so I don't remember. I have no idea how the guys do it that make a living being on the radio for 4 hours. Just after a couple hours, my voice is pretty much going out. I'm not a singer. I do some backup singing, but, you know, for the most part, I don't do any singing, so I'm surprised that my voice even, you know, has this kind of strain on it. It didn't used to be that way, but you
Not
know,
exactly covert, but
it's just,
we'll have
it
to
gets
do.
scratchy, and it's naturally scratchy. So thanks for bearing with me. And hope everybody's having a good day out there. And, you know, definitely let me know in the comments if you know anything I can improve on, or if you enjoyed any part of the video or something, you know, let me know.
Excuse
It's
me.
always good to have engagement. It's always good to have fun. It's always good to talk to people who like some of the things that you like in life, like Resident Evil.
Lights out.
And, you know, like and subscribe. Appreciate it. If you know somebody who might enjoy the video, you know, share it out. It would be super cool to grow my little channel. And, you know, I've never tried before, but I put in a lot of work, and I try to make this stuff good because, you know, I care about the things that I make in life. I care about the things that I do. I care about the music I make. I care about everything that I do. And I want, you know, to put out stuff that is worthy of being put out, and not just an afterthought or something you just throw together. You know, I don't just throw these together. You know, a lot of time and effort goes into doing it. So thank you so much for supporting me if you can. And, you know, let me know if there's anything that you want to see. And we'll go from there. Again, thank you.
The area is well guarded. I need to be careful.
I made a little bit of a change to my strategy right here because it's no damage. And this is one of those times where, you know, the different game that I was trying to do made me do something different, and it's going to help me going forward in all the runs that I do. So I love the fact that, you know, I learned something new in this no damage game, and I'll show you. It involves these two guys coming up here shortly. I've always done this part the same, and I've always had the same problem. When you try to get past the laser fence, it's easier if just the guy with the bat shows up. But if the electrocution guy shows up, that causes a big problem. And for me, for whatever reason, the electrocution guy always shows up. So now I came up with a way to get around it. I thought, hey, this hand grenade might work to stop him from charging me, because I only want it to be 1v1. I don't want it to be 2v1. It's too hard, you know, to get past the laser fence. So I said, I'm going to try a hand grenade, and we'll see if that works. All right, so I got my grenade out. Got to dodge this guy. This is the guy we want to see here in a minute. But this guy, we don't want to see him. So we're going to grenade him. That was all I had to do. I was so shocked by that. It worked so well. It worked perfectly. That was it. I never thought to do that. Here's the guy with the bat. And the electrocution guy is behind. So he was in a safe spot. He still came for me, but he was way behind. Normally, he's like the first to show up. You don't want that. You don't want him there at all. You just want the guy with the bat. That's it. It's awesome learning new things. You know, thinking of a way to solve a problem and having it work. And now I'll do that on every run that I have, because it can really cause problems when it's a 2v1 right there.
Need to find the main terminal.
So we're set up pretty well. Got good upgraded weapons. Got so much money.
You don't look friendly.
Feeling good. Feeling good about the final push here.
If that thing catches me, I'm done for.
Alright, we got another guy coming up here shortly. He's pretty much one shot, but there have been times where he popped out of the door early on me and I wasn't expecting him. So I kind of take this part a little more seriously, especially when I'm trying to take no damage. So I make sure to think about it, because sometimes I forget that he's in there. I don't really need the necklace anymore. Don't really need anything. As of this moment, I've got enough to get me through the end of the game. So we got to get through this laser part.
Better watch out.
Imagine taking damage right there and having to go all the way back and redo the laser fence. No thank you.
Well, that was excessive.
Alright, we made it.
This is it. Now.
Alright, we're getting ready for the final push. It's good to have, you know, flash grenades is probably the most important thing to focus on. So if I had no sniper rounds or no flash grenades and I could only craft one thing, it would be flash grenades. I wouldn't worry about anything else. This next part, you know, they're so critical. Well, they're so critical to my runs that, I mean, I have Ada wear the sunglasses. I'm flashing up everything.
Leon's headed for their sanctuary.
All right, we're about to get to our next save. This will be our final save. This is our 10th save.
of a request. Well done. Well, look at you, mate. Got some rare things on.
Let's see if I even want anything. Probably going to wind up buying treasure.
There's some things money can't buy. You can't go wrong with them. Well, now go and cause some mayhem.
So I had so much money left over that we're going to rocket Sadler. We're going to shoot him in the balls with this rocket launcher. We got so much money and so much loot. Yes, we will do that.
Lights out.
Got a few guys to kill first. Don't sleep on this part. Got lots of time, so I mean, I'm just kind of just taking it easy. This is what I meant by playing carefully. Normally, I would just charge right in that shit. I would get right up in the middle of it, and I would start TMPing folks to the face. I mean, I'm all up in it. I've only got a couple arrows for my crossbow, and I want to use them later, so I can't use them now. So I'm going to use a grenade to take off this guy's shield. And it works fine. You don't need the Ada charm. I would have liked to use my crossbow, but you know what? You just can't. You have to make a lot of decisions in this game based on the future, because I want to use my arrows right here. I wish I had 4 arrows, but I don't, so I just had to use 2. And then I was going to throw a grenade, but I grabbed a flashbang instead, so I had to get out. And this got a little bit hairier than it needed to be.
Lights out.
I shouldn't be in this position right now. I wish I would have just threw my heavy grenade, because I wouldn't be dealing with any of this if I had thrown my grenade. So I'm not in a good spot right here. Of course, the guy's got to be a plaga, so that guy's going to be a plaga too. And this is just crazy right now. Thank God that guy didn't push up. If he would have pushed up, I would have been done for. No damage today, son. No damage today. We're doing a damage-free run, and that means I got to get through with no damage. So sorry. That's how it has to be. All right, moving on. Gotta have a heavy nade for this part right here. With this sniper rifle, I probably don't need it. I could just tap him 4 times in the head, but I like the way the heavy nade works right here. It stuns the shit out of them. They can't do anything. I think I hit his arm. But yeah, he's out. Doing good, got lots of money. We're easily going to be able to get the rocket launcher. Snipe this guy's face off.
Lights out.
And this next part, there's a treasure on the left if you want to get it, but I don't need it. You could get damaged if you're trying to get it too, so screw it. I'm going to flash my way through this part right here. I got a little greedy right here. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, and thank God that missed me. Thank God that missed me.
Almost there.
All right, we're going to go clear this area out right over here because this is the last merchant we're going to see. TMP is very strong right now. My next video is going to be on the TMP. Because there's a lot of runs that I do where I sell my pistols right off the bat, don't even use them. I use the TMP the entire time. TMP and the sniper. Love the TMP. I like the shotgun too. They're both pretty damn good. I go through phases, like the last month or two I've really been all about the shotgun, but now I'm all about the TMP again. Six flash grenades, so doing really good on that. Able to make some submachine gun ammo.
Still have some new items you might be.
And we got a lot of money. We did well with all the gems that we found and everything, maximizing the most out of them. And the key to this whole run was doing the black robe U3 straight up without getting the rocket launcher, because that gave me 160k to use on my weapons to give me an upper hand later on. That was the difference. My main goal was the sniper had to be upgraded to its highest level as soon as possible. We achieved that. Because we achieved that, and we were smart about all of our other resources and everything else that we had, we were easily able to get this done. Got lots of money left over.
There you are, as you wished.
Shit, give some love to the knife, repair it, and I think we're out of here. I didn't even care about that box or that first aid or anything. I didn't need anything. We were in such a good position, which is surprising to me. Well, actually, I guess it's not too surprising because, you know, I mean, I played pretty fast and I played carefully. And I tried to do strats that were easy for me to pull off. So I guess I'm not surprised. I am surprised that I finished faster than my other runs. That did surprise me. Another thing that surprised me was how fun this was. It was definitely fun. There was just a couple gotcha spots, but surprisingly, this run was very fun. And it was a really, really fun challenge. Not a lot of people do no damage runs. So hopefully this video might get some views because of that. There are a few out there that are pretty good. And I also learned something new on this run too. Coming up here, I never noticed this before, but for some reason I noticed it now. There's a couple guys coming up that I used to drop down and, you know, go heads up with them on the floor. And that was a mistake. And I'll show you here in a second. Take that guy out. And then take this guy out. That's going to make your life so much easier with these two guys gone. It's these two guys coming up right now. I used to drop on the floor and go toe-to-toe with them. That was dumb. Not anymore. For some reason, I decided to look. This guy's trying to make his way up the ladder. He's no longer with us. And normally they're both plagas too. That's why I was kind of sitting up there. It surprised me a lot that neither one of them were plagas. Normally they're both plagas. So this part's much easier without the archers. And you're going to go ahead and snipe this guy in his fat face. And then I'm playing this extra safe. So I got a lot of flashes. So I'm going to flash here. Hop over. Easy. Made this part easy. And we've got the crossbow. So we're going to get that. This guy with the shield is no problem. We're going to vaporize him. There you go. It was nice knowing you, homie. This part's tricky. I just use 2 flashes from now on. That's all you got to do. Don't mess around with this part. This part is very dangerous. Easy. Very easy.
I don't have much time.
And I've got so many flash grenades that I'm going to use one coming up here on the Devistadors. Normally I go toe-to-toe with them and with the TMP, but I decided to make it a little bit easier on myself. I've got 4. I really only need 2 to get through this next part, so I'm thankful to have a couple extra ones. Plus we got resources right here. I'm probably going to have plenty to make another one. I don't even need to. I've got everything I need. So I hop over here. Get this guy, snipe him before he causes problems. Sometimes I forget about that dude. And I got a flash grenade. So spawn him in. What's crazy is that a couple of them weren't even bothered, so I had to stop what I was doing. Normally it takes them all down. It stuns them for so long, like I'm not even worried about that one in front of me. I'm more worried about the rocket launchers. So forget these dudes. And you just need 2 flashbangs. So once we get over here, we're going to flash. Going to snipe. Going to flash. And we're done. I used to throw grenades right here just to troll, but I don't do that anymore because I blew myself up one time. I wasn't about to do it on a no damage run. Thank you so much, you guys, for checking this video out. Please like and subscribe if you can. If you're not ready to subscribe, just help with the like. You know, it's totally free. Helps the creator so much. A lot of work goes into this, as I said before. You know, my voice is scratchy. I'm tired now. It's been a few hours since I began doing the voiceover on this, so it's later on at night. I'm getting ready for bed, and just really appreciate everybody that watches this video. I really hope it does well. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I want to hear from you if possible. You know, let me know what you think, or, you know, hopefully I'll meet some, you know, people out there, Resident Evil fans, music fans, poker fans, Harley fans. You know, let me know if we have something in common or whatever. And I'm having fun making these videos, and I want to keep making them. So thank you so much for any input and for any engagement at all. I appreciate it. And if it's positive, I want all that on my channel. I want all the positive stuff, you know, people who want to joke around and have fun, and stuff like that. You know, we don't take things too seriously here. So Happy New Year. Thank you so much. My name is Joey, and I really appreciate you checking this video out. Take care.